Well, shalom everybody, welcome back. I thought I'd do a quick video and talk about something that I don't normally talk about. I like to keep my videos focused on the Torah, focused on Torah that pertains to people improving themselves and doing whatever they can in their capacity to fulfill their particular role in the world. And it could be anything. It could be simply refraining from doing a particular sin or iniquity. That's the majority reason that you've been put back into the world, because Hashem wants you to overcome something. And what normally people will do is do anything and everything in their faith but that. And it's one of Hasatan's biggest attacks, by putting a person in a position, not by getting them to stop being religious and stop being devoted to the Torah and Hashem, but getting them rather to focus on things that aren't something that is something they necessarily have to worry about or get involved with. So that's where I'm sort of coming from when I do these types of videos normally. But I wanted to talk about, in particular at this moment, about the nation of Australia and how the Jews are being treated currently in this country, which is disturbing to me, to say the least. Right up until the current situation where a Jewish ex-IDF soldier was on Omegle and had a video chat with two Muslim nurses, and had a conversation with them and heard about how they would refuse to treat Jews, and in some cases cause them to be killed while they're in the care of a public hospital situation. I'm not sure if it was public hospital or private, whatever. And so they're boasting about how they would cause Jews who were terminally ill to accelerate that process and in effect kill them, bragging essentially about sort of murdering them by proxy, if you will. And so this has all come to light, and recently, I think in Germany, there's been another vehicle that's been seconded and used as a terrorist weapon and plowed through a whole bunch of people, causing 28 or 26 people to be injured and some to be killed, I think. And I heard about it and didn't know who was the person that did that. I was speaking to my wife about it, and I said, I'll bet you anything you like the person was Muslim. And she says, okay, let's have a bet. And I put a video on talking about this tragic event that occurred in Germany. And within the first 30 seconds, the video narrator said that the person was running people over, screaming Allah Akbar. And so, okay. So it's high time we realize that the religion of Islam is never going to have a peaceful attitude towards the nation of Israel. It is something that goes against their whole ideology, and to see a situation where Israel and the Muslim world, the Jews and the Muslims, live in peace is something that is never going to eventuate, because it goes against the core doctrines or mandates of the Quran, and it goes against the core mandates of the Torah as well, that the Jews assimilate to a foreign religion, Islam, case in point. So there's never going to be peace. You know, there'll always be a war. It is a war that has spawned from going back to Ishmael and Yaakov. They wrestled with each other Esau and Yaakov wrestled with each other in the womb, and their generations subsequently continued to wrestle with one another until one of them eventually will ultimately prevail. And according to the Bible, we know that eventually Yaakov is the one that will prevail. And in the process of that prevailing, success has really only ever been realized when the nation of Israel does the will of the Kadesh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be He, and clears the land of their enemies. While they make concessions and try to live alongside their enemies, that is really where trouble begins to start for the nation. And by placating the media and trying to do things in a way that shows that they're showing them any type of kindness. This is the thing that ends up coming to cause them problems in the long term. And so the nation of Israel have to do what they have to do and not take into any type of account what the media will say, because ultimately the world's going to hate you anyway, Israel, no matter what you do. So why not just do the right thing? I think the time has finally come where people are realizing that there is never going to be something that is ever going to see fruition like a two-state solution. Israel's enemies, the so-called Palestinians, they're not interested. All they're interested in is posturing themselves in a position where they can ultimately destroy the Jewish nation. And that is indoctrinated into their young, into their youth from an early age. And nothing is going to stop that. And their core mandate is to possess land and use that land as a vantage point to take up more lands from the nation and diminish the nation of its land and its people and its livelihood and ultimately its existence. So the quicker that we can understand that reality, the quicker that we can then move to do what it is that we have to do. And I won't spell this out in this video because that'll be a little bit heavy-handed, but I'm sure you can join the dots on that. So just to reiterate and to refortify this channel's position with what's going on in the world, we stand with Israel, in particular with the orthodoxy of the nation of Israel. And it is my prayer and the vision and the mission of this channel and all its contents to see that the nation of Israel prevails in its religious state, in its ultimate religious formation and its enactment. We're not here necessarily to see a democratic Israel, a westernized Israel, but an Israel that is one that follows the actual model of the theocracy of obedience to Hashem, with a fully functioning temple and a Sanhedrin. And may that come to fruition in your lifetime, and may you live to see the golden age be returned to the nation. Thank you very much for supporting this channel. Thank you for watching these videos and liking them and sharing them. Thank you for putting encouraging comments down, and we will continue to put out videos that will challenge you and be a little bit different from what you would normally get with video content that deals with this subject matter. We'll always try and push the boundaries and go where other people fear to go. Thank you so much for your support, and continue to support the nation of Israel and to continue to be a supporter of Keruv, of the Orthodox world, wherever you possibly can. And things will ultimately work out in the end. I'm not going to soft shoe this for you. It's probably going to get pretty messy, but you need to be strong and stay the course. And if you continue to be strong and to pray and ask Hashem for help, He will help you. Thanks very much for watching the video. And until next time, bye for now.